Hello and welcome to the RockDown Podcast. I am your host, Mr. Cheese, and this episode we are truly honoured to be joined from, I assume from Sweden, Elize of Amaranthe.
Thank you very much. Yes, it's me, Elize Ryd, from Sweden.
Yes, I kept trying to pronounce the second name, and I just thought I'm not going to say it that way. I just won't embarrass myself.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, I don't know how to say this. Well, it's Y, obviously. So it's like ride. Maybe should be correct then.
Yeah.
In English. Please ride. All right.
All right. So as I mentioned just before we came on air, and as everybody who listens to the podcast regularly knows, we don't kind of ask any normal questions. But if there is anybody who has been living on another planet and doesn't know about you and the band, can you just take a minute to kind of tell us what you do?
Absolutely, yes. We are a metal band with touches of different ingredients. I will say that we're a black metal ice cream covered with colorful sprinkles. And I am a songwriter and vocalist, and there is 2 other vocalists.
Okay, perfect.
But I'm the only girl, yeah.
Yeah.
In the band. Oh.
There's so many categories now, isn't there, for metal? It's incredible.
Yes, it is, and it's all. It's there is no name for all these. There's like not a specific genre that could express perfectly what we sound like, but it's metal, metalcore, death metal, pop, Eurodisco, and some EDM and some death metal, growls, etc. It's a little bit of everything.
Absolutely. Okay, well, straight on with the questions. Do you have any phobias or fears?
Oh God, yes. I have a phobia for. Well, first of all, I don't have a driver's license because I'm very scared of cars, especially trucks.
Oh wow!
And yeah, that's I'm always scared, sweating like hell when I'm going in a car. So the road scares me.
Which is kind of tricky when you spend long times on the road.
Yes, exactly. I mean, my bandmates, 2 of them are extremely afraid of flying. Which we also do quite often.
Yeah.
But yes, I think there is still a bigger chance to get badly hurt on the road if there would be a car accident. I also actually witnessed a car accident with my own eyes where a truck, first of all, like leaned, it tipped in a roundabout.
Oh wow.
And then also it was one truck that drove, a smaller car that drove into the front of a big truck. And they all died except one kid. So, I mean, there is reasons for my phobia. And I just thought if I get a driver's license and I go out there and drive, because I have a lot of thoughts, I usually dream away. Or if I hear a good song, I would probably, get so much into the song. So I would forget to focus on the road. But this is just what I think, of course. I mean, I know if I would get used to it, I would maybe be a good driver. But yes, it's because I have a big fear and a phobia, and I'm really scared of, especially driving. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the same way as people are scared of flying, but
yeah,
poisoning animals or something.
Well, the thing is, though, I mean, and even if you ended up being a very, very good driver, you still don't know about the other people on the road because they equally could be listening to a song or having a dream, So yeah, it's difficult. I do understand.
Or we heard these like nightmare scenarios where like truck drivers drive for 24 hours straight just to save money for the companies, and they do drugs and stuff like that. So you cannot trust anyone on the road.
No. So
and tour bus drivers being drunk and such. So shit happens.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, so what was the last book that you read?
Oh my God. I don't like. I don't find it very relaxing to read. I can put it like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I never read a lot in my life. I read a children's book book called White Nose.
Right.
So that's probably probably the previous book I read. But I like to listen to sound books.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
that doesn't count as reading,
No,
right?
probably not. No, probably not.
No, so I can't mention those.
Yeah, no.
So like this White Nose or Batch Diaries. I don't know if you
Okay.
have them in the UK, but it's
No.
super popular here in Sweden.
Oh, okay.
Everybody from Sweden, check out. Or if you're not from Sweden, you can just Google it. Batch Dagbok. It's awesome.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, funnily enough, I actually manage a band from Sweden, so I'll have to ask the guitarist and see if he knows of them. I'm sure he does in that case.
The last one I mentioned, he definitely knows.
And I'm just thinking because I think he's got 2 children as well. So I'm guessing because you said the first one was a children's book.
Yeah, the Batch Dog is also kind of a children, but it's more like a teenage. It's extremely funny.
Oh, okay, okay. So this is a sort of a musical question. It's kind of an English term, but do you have any musical guilty pleasures? I.e., are there any bands that you almost wouldn't admit to liking, but you do?
Oh, this is a very nice question. I reached the point in my life where I don't feel ashamed about anything.
Yes. Brilliant.
So I don't know. I couldn't say anything that. I mean, I actually lately, since I've been spending a lot of time at home, obviously, and not being on the road all the
Yep.
time, I put in like cozy lights in my bathroom, and I play classical music while taking a shower.
Oh, wow.
That's something I really recommend to someone who hasn't tried it. It feels like you're in the most like amazing spa or something. It's like Mozart playing.
Oh, wow. So, are you kind of influenced at all? Is that something? Is it something purely for pleasure, or is it something that also inspires you?
Well, it's mostly for pleasure, but I also have listened to playlists on Spotify with movie scores.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, this dude Zimmerman, nee.
Oh, Hans Zimmer, is it?
Hans Zimmer. Yes. Hans Zimmer is also growing very warm in the house at the moment.
Yeah.
And that is very inspiring for songwriting as well. Extremely great.
It's because obviously I suppose there's a difference between people who listen to music and people who really listen to music. And obviously when you listen to classical music, I mean, it is incredible, the layers and the different instruments, and it really is, it's something to behold, isn't it? A good classical music is amazing.
Yes, it is. It's so stimulating for the brain. It's like you said, all the layers and like some it's really good.
Yeah. Well, I'm obviously a massive kind of rock and metal fan, but I also love Les Mis, Les Miserables. I just think again, it's just stuff interweaving, and it's amazing.
That's my favorite musical.
Really,
I love it too. Oh yes, it's been my favorite for as long as time. I know all the songs.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I in fact, it was just on again the other night, and even though I've seen it, I've probably seen it 100 times, and it's just like, don't care, I'll watch it again. You know, it's just
Oh God, it's
wonderful.
Awesome. Also, I talked yesterday to a friend about. Also, my second favorite, I think, lately has become Wicked. And I sing this song when I'm pissed. I always sing like, no good deed goes unpunished. No act of charity goes unreasoned. So I know ways of good intentions lead to such ways. Roads always lead. No good deed will I do again.
Fantastic. Oh, I'll just sit here now. That's it. If you'll just make me a blithering idiot. That's fantastic. And actually, I have a very tiny tale, and it's really strange. We went and saw Wicked, and standing in the queue was Danny Filth from Cradle of Filth.
What?
Was just standing in the queue.
Really?
Yeah, he was just he was just standing in the queue in the same, just waiting to get in to see Wicked. So
awesome. So you saw it in England, I suppose.
Yeah, in London. Yeah,
in London. Yeah, I saw it in New York on Broadway. There.
Oh wow!
I was crying.
Wow.
I was screaming. I was singing along. I was crazy. It was awesome.
Yeah, I love. Like I said, I'm a metalhead that loves musicals.
But it's so funny because that's exactly how I would consider myself as well. And that's why it's also cool, kind of funny that we're 3 singers in the band, because that's very musical-ish, where you like give.
Yes.
Yeah, like, musicals are mostly sung by. Well, there are of course these big numbers with the big star of the musical singing their solo parts, but also most other songs are built upon several voices and different long songs as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I dreamed a dream
I was
when time gone by. Oh,
feel free to just carry. Yeah, well, that's.
Okay. Do you have a favorite musical song from Les Mis?
I mean, it's not probably one of the big songs, but just before Jean Valjean throws himself off the bridge.
Le Mans 3658.
Yeah. Like I said, it's not
empty chairs and empty tables.
Yeah, I'm the thing, right? Empty it's one of those. I mean, I love every. I even love Master of the House. I mean, that's a
Master
ridiculous song. But
I also like there. I like to go there in my sleep.
Castle in the Sky.
Sleep. Here in my heart is on. Oh.
It's a castle in the cloud, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. There is a castle on a cloud.
Yeah.
Ah, it's so cute.
Wonderful.
Sorry, I'm taking a lot of your time now, but you can just edit this out if it gets too long.
No, that's fine. But total change. Do you have any good luck charms?
Good luck charms? What does it mean?
Is there anything that you carry that you feel gives you good luck, or is it a little special something and just anything that you kind of somebody has ever given you that is really precious to your heart, something like that?
No.
Right, back to the musicals.
Yes.
Okay, that was a quick one. Right, we'll try another one. Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes, absolutely.
You do?
I don't even believe in them. I know they exist.
So does that come from an experience?
Absolutely. I've seen them with my own eyes.
Yeah, can you tell a bit more?
Oh God, but there are plenty of stories. I mean, when we recorded our first album, for example, we lived in a very old house in Denmark, and we didn't get a quiet moment. Like not a single night was like quiet and easy and so on. It was like full activity in that house between especially 12 and 3 in the night. It was a disaster.
Right.
We decided to never ever stay there again. And then, of course, afterwards, when we moved out, we talked to Jacob Hansen, who produced our album, and he told, like, what? It's so weird. Every band who stays there says the same thing.
Oh, wow.
And Olaf, of course, got very curious, so he wanted to ask the landlord what was the deal with the house, like what was it used for, and if there was a family living next to us, because people said they could hear them, like watching TV and stuff, but I obviously understood it was not the case, and it turned out it was an old palliative
care. So where
palliative care.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So that's it. And I suppose there were a lot of souls there then still. And yes, and then I saw like a figure walking past my room once, and my mom saw it as well, and we screamed together.
I was about to ask, was it scary? Because I have also once had an experience, and I was terrified, I must admit. So it's not. I'm not gonna kind of go, yeah, big man. I was terrified. I was terrified, and this is the worst thing. At the time, I was living alone, and I phoned my then girlfriend, who is now my wife, and I actually said to her, look, just need you to talk to me. I said, because I am terrified right now. So she talked to me, and this is what she said. She said everything's going to be fine. The worst thing that can happen is, and as she said that, the phone went dead.
No.
Yeah, the phone just cut out completely. So literally, her words to comfort me was, the worst that can happen is, and then the phone went dead. I was terrified, and I just sat up for the rest of the night. It was horrible, absolutely horrible. So I'm not a brave ghost hunter, I'm afraid. So
No, same here. I think it's really scary. So I sleep with my lights on every night, actually, so I don't accidentally see something in the dark. I can't handle that shit.
Yeah. I do have a little nightlight myself. So,
Perfect.
So again, totally different question. Do you have a favorite movie?
Oh, but I had a favorite. I have different favorite movies, but when I was younger, I loved Dirty Dancing.
Right.
That was my favorite movie for a long time.
Yep.
Yeah, I loved that. And then then went to Titanic.
Right.
And then, of course, I started to appreciate like different kinds of movies. So like, The Notebook is amazing. It's very romantic and cute.
Yeah.
And then I love Avatar because it has such an amazing message, and the movie itself is just a dream. I saw it like 3 times in the cinema. So
right now,
I probably have a few more, but yeah,
so
I have a lot of favorite movies.
I will admit something in advance to make it easier for you in case you answer yes. I just cry at everything when it comes to movies. I'm terrible. So do you, like, if you watch Titanic and Notebook and things like that, do you cry, or how are you?
Oh my God, yes.
Oh, good.
Of course. And the worst part is that when I watched Titanic first time, it's many years ago now, of course, but I was devastated. Then I just had to see it again because it was such an amazing movie. And then I cried from the first scene because I knew what was going to happen. And that's kind of a long movie, so you can imagine my eyes were kind of swollen afterwards. But yes, I cry extremely easy.
Okay, good. That's okay. Yeah, I'm just terrible. I am
cry
terrible.
Baby.
Yeah, me too. So, and I'm going to give you a piece of advice. You may not even know that this is a real thing, but do not watch the film Titanic 2.
What?
Yes.
Is there a film called Titanic 2?
There is a film. There is.
Nah.
Yeah, Titanic 2.
And it's even more sad, or what?
It's sad, but not sad as in, well, in fact, it might make you cry because it is terrible.
Oh, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's going to, okay.
Everything. It's a truly...
Usually most number 2s are not so good.
Yeah.
I mean, how could it be a number 2 in Titanic, though? There was one Titanic and not Titanic 2. So it sounds bad.
Yeah.
I watched Alien yesterday. Isn't that funny? For the first time ever.
I've never seen it.
Oh, but then you should see it, because that's what I also didn't see it, and it is such a classic. And yeah,
was it good?
That's the thing. It was actually really good.
Oh.
I liked both the 1 and 2.
Oh,
so I only have 3, 4, and 5 left, or I don't know how many there are, but there's things you can do when you're home, and you can catch up on things that you missed.
Yes, that's true. Well, that was my plan, and then of course this podcast came along, and overnight
that's good.
It became really popular. So we've been doing so many episodes of this, but that's good.
Oh wow, awesome.
So again, totally different question. What does friendship mean to you?
Oh, that's a very nice question. It means everything to me.
Right.
Yep. It means a lot and the most.
And kind of what are the qualities that you look for in people that you kind of allow to be close to you? What's the kind of number one thing for you?
I like when they make me happy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's the number one, like somebody who doesn't want to bring you down, but rather the opposite, like they bring you up. And It's so clear. You can sense it immediately if this person wants the best for you. And then, of course, you want to give them the best back. So it's like just an amazing feeling.
Yeah.
And like how you can grow together, and also like they stay loyal and they always keep your back, and the understanding is very also important.
I always think as well to be able to, it's so comfortable if you can just be yourself.
Absolutely.
Definitely. definitely.
And not get judged for small things.
Yes, yeah. Very cool. Do you cook?
No,
No.
I don't. No, I don't cook. I would. No. I mean, first of all, I've lived for so many years on the road, and we always have catering. And
Of
when I'm
course.
home, I usually order out. So no, I don't like to cook.
Is it something?
Unfortunately,
Is it something that you kind of ever tried and were just terrible at, or is it, as you say, just mainly because of your lifestyle that it's just something that just doesn't really happen?
well, I think it's because I didn't get enough practice, I would say. And also when I was little, I had to cook myself very often, so that became kind of a boring thing to do. But I also mostly did like noodles or macarons with ketchup,
Yeah,
like easy stuff.
yeah,
And then I just think everybody else is so much better, and it tastes so much better when someone else made the food.
true.
And when I make it myself, I don't like to eat it even. I mean, I lose my appetite, and also it gives me anxiety.
Yeah.
I want to do it good, and I can't, and I just think this is something I shouldn't do.
Yeah. Well, I have to be honest. When you were describing your preparation of noodles, you kind of weren't selling it, to be honest.
Nah. So that's the funny part. Like, I think like if I would have kids in the future and everybody would be like, "Oh, today's mommy's time to cook food," everybody would be awesome. My kids will be happy because then it means I will order pizza.
Yes. Oh, brilliant. So, are there any?
Or make popcorns.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Or chips and dip. Yeah.
Do you have any bad habit?
Yes, my worst habit probably is that I cannot fall asleep until like at least 3 or 4 in the night.
Right.
I really tried to change my routines, but it's impossible. Really bad habit, and I wake up at like 1:30 in the day, so like half the day is already gone.
Yeah. Is it? Are you one? Do you like when you go to bed? Do you have to have? Because I have to have either the music or radio or something. I cannot go to sleep with silence. Do you need kind of quiet, or are you? Does your like if you're laying there trying to sleep? Are you always thinking of things? Is your mind very active? Or
that's what it is. Yes. Most songs actually as I wrote after 12 o'clock when I decided like, oh yeah, let's go to bed and relax. Then I hear music in my head and I have to go up and write it down and record and stuff.
Yeah.
So I have a very active brain after midnight. Actually, but I started to listen to podcasts, and that's very soothing.
Yes. Yep.
So just to keep my mind on something else. So I really, really appreciate podcasts. I love them.
Yeah. And do you have like a wide range of podcasts that you listen to, or is there anything particular that you listen to?
Well, I had a favorite podcast, but I listen to all the episodes now, and they're not putting out like that often stuff. But it was about like like Swedish crimes.
Okay,
it's awful. That was not relaxing to listen to though. So that kept me wide awake. So that was not a good one. But I found another one which is I just put it on, and there's like people talking about like all kinds of just regular things that is nothing you get affected by emotionally, but it's just like their voices, just listen to them speak. Mm-hmm. That makes me like relaxed. They speak just regular stuff, which I really appreciate. I think your podcast would be very interesting to listen to. I can maybe start listening to you when I go to bed.
Yes, that would be fantastic, and I'll if you end up definitely doing that, I'll try and do a Les Mis lullaby and send you off to sleep.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, yes, I forgot to say it. I found a sleep podcast as well, like a podcast about like with good night bedtime stories.
Oh, really?
That was really good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh.
I would like to promote it, but I can't remember what it's called again, because that's just something I keep in my phone, and I just I put it on. Sleep, whatever. But yeah, I mean, I think the most important thing, anyways, is to get like you need to get relaxed, and it needs to have some kind of positive vibe
Yeah,
to it.
yeah,
So you don't start to think about like bad stuff, because then it's really hard to sleep.
yeah, definitely. So you mentioned your phone. One of the questions I know we have in our big pile of questions is, what was the last photo you took?
Oh, this is actually very funny, because I just took a photo of myself that I posted on my Instagram with a new pair of headphones I received from a company called Razer.
Oh, okay. And are they good?
I haven't tried them yet. I just opened the box like right before my interview started for today, so I will try them out later.
Oh, okay, okay.
But I mean, I suppose they're awesome. They look good. They're black, like looks like the AirPods, but they're black.
Oh, okay, okay. So outside of music, what else are you passionate about?
Ooh, musicals. Oh well, that's music. Oh fuck. Dancing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love dancing. All kinds of styles, like flamenco, jazz, ballet.
Now,
I love it.
Now, do you think that this is kind of a bigger question, but do you think talents as a whole, like dancing, like singing, do you think it is something that you are born with? I mean, I understand you have to practice to get better, but do you think it is something that that it is just inside your body when you are born?
Ooh, very good question. I mean, it's very hard to think something else, since my grandmother was a ballet dancer and my mom loved dancing and also singing. And I mean, I feel like, I mean, before somebody even introduced these things to me, it felt like that it was just there. Like I had a need to both sing and dance and play theater for some reason. I love that. But so it should be something you're born with, but I also don't like to put it that way, because I want people to understand that everybody has the same abilities.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be kind of I mean, when it comes to singing and people say like, oh, I wish I could sing, and I wish I had that kind of talent or whatever. I think also if you feel like you have a talent, it's also easier and more fun to continue to work on something. Well, it means with everything, of course, but I think you can learn. I think everybody can learn to be good at basically anything.
Yeah, I agree. It's because but also, especially with singing, there is a difference between being able to sing but having that tone, isn't there? Because I mean, I can sing in tune, but I don't have any.
Ah,
Do you know what I mean? But I don't have any tone. I don't have a voice.
are you sure about that?
I am, because people would pay me when it came to singing, but they would pay me to stop. So I know.
It sounds like you have It sounds like you fit well into some kind of musicals, like more. But you should maybe do more the operatic vocals then. Oh.
Yeah, I have the kind of bass range, but there is no way I'm singing. Definitely not. So again, a completely different question, but is there anything that you have not done to date? This doesn't have to be musically. This can be anything in your life that you have not done that you still really want to do.
Yes. I don't know how to say this. I would want to have a baby or a kid.
Right.
Yeah.
Please don't ask me for advice on that. I mean,
that would be a cool feeling. A lot of women talk about it, and I don't know what they're talking about. So it would be nice to be able to take part in that conversations at some point. That's something I would like to. And I want to have a driver's license,
Right.
and I want to go to Australia, because I've never been there.
Oh, you've not been to Australia?
Also, I would love to do yoga. No, we haven't. It's terrible, because so many bands tour there, but unfortunately, we haven't been able to yet. Oh, and I also want to go to Bali and do yoga.
Right, that's supposed to be beautiful there.
And New Zealand would be cool.
Yep.
Visit like the Lord of the Rings scenery.
Yep. That's supposed to be New Zealand is supposed to be incredibly beautiful.
So this is still on my bucket list.
So we have one final question, and just the other day, we were doing an episode with Ryan from Soil, and we were having a wonderful interview. And then I asked him this, and he said, "Wow," he goes, "how to just kill an interview." But it's the same question we ask everybody. This last question: when you are no longer on this planet, when Elize is just a memory, how would you like to be remembered by kind of fans, by friends, by family? How would you like to be remembered?
I would like to be remembered as a rebel.
Oh, wow.
Somebody who did stuff different from other people. I want to make some kind of change. And I want people to remember me for making a change.
Definitely.
Somehow. For the better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
something different.
Yeah. No, that's very cool. That's very cool. I think if you can, if you can bring happiness, if you can bring change, if you can bring all of those things, that's a pretty good reason to be here.
Yep. That's my goal.
Definitely. Well, it has been a genuine pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us today. It really has been fantastic.
It was awesome. Thank you. It feels like you and me could meet for a coffee and talk about a lot of things that we have in common.
Absolutely. Well, I hope you enjoyed the show, because obviously we try to make this so that it's enjoyable for the guests as well.
Yes, of course. Yeah, it was super fun, and the first time probably I've answered these kind of questions, like you said.
Good. Well, it would be, hopefully when things get back to normal, if you get a time again, we would love to have you back on the show.
Oh, yes, I'm ready whenever you are, so you can count on me. I'll be there.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you so much. Take care now, and enjoy the rest of the weekend.
You too. Take care.
Thanks. You too.
So, I hope you enjoyed the show. If you have, please do consider subscribing and also leaving us a review, as it does help greatly with the rankings. Also, if you have suggestions for future guests, please reach out to us on Facebook, Instagram, X, etc. We would love to hear your ideas, and we would love to hear from you. Thanks very much.